Megan, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up when we're good? Oh, we've been live this whole time. Oh, wonderful. I mean, we'll let KSN get his. You good? All right. Hey, everyone, thanks for being here. We know it's a different time than we normally have. We had a busy morning, so appreciate our friends in the media accommodating us. It's good to be back at City Hall, especially after, a week of being at the International Air Show outside London with our economic development delegation, and then testing positive for COVID and having to stay away for another week. So it's good to be back at City Hall. It's good to be back doing these press conferences and being available to the media. First, we just want to talk about National Night Out is next Tuesday. So again, that's next Tuesday, August 9th. And for those who might recall, National Neighborhood Night Out is an annual event that promotes neighborhood safety and combats crime by encouraging neighbors to get to know one another through neighborhood parties, picnics, cookouts, and other social gatherings over one designated evening. While the deadline to request free barricades has passed, we want to encourage everyone with a local party to attend, or if you are hosting a party, to invite your neighbors to build a sense of community and togetherness. So I look forward to getting out there and meeting with the community that evening and getting a chance to meet people in their neighborhoods. So again, we actually will have these posted on our website for folks who might not want to throw a party, but see if there's one by them. Make sure you check out our website so you can see who has signed up for this and get out there and meet your neighbors. So we have an important reminder about those who have sprinkler systems connected to the Wichita water supply. The annual Backflow Certification was due May 23rd. Protecting cross-connection points via backflow devices is a federal requirement of the Safe Drinking Water Act. Having your backflow device tested annually is required and an important part of making sure that devices are working properly and that contaminants do not enter the drinking water supply. After the year we've had, we want to just emphasize again that we want to make sure our water supply and we make sure that these connections, particularly with the backflow, which is when you have a sprinkler, making sure that the water, if it goes back into our system, that is done so in a way, the connection is done so in a way that there isn't contaminants, because no one wants to have their water shut off or have worse, find contamination in our water. So please, customers who have not yet gotten their backflow tested, they can schedule a backflow test by calling the water department with their appointment date to avoid a risk of shutoff. Again, apparently you can be shut off for this, so we do want people to look into it. If not, I usually get angry emails if stuff like that happens to folks. So if your sprinkler hasn't completed the backflow testing, it's crucial to do that immediately. So next, we're going to just celebrate our Public Works Department and give them a shout out for winning 2 Peak Platinum Awards by 2 separate water waste treatment plants that are operated by the Public Works team. Platinum Awards recognize 100% compliance with the Clean Water Act, National Pollutant Discharge Emulation System permits over a consecutive 5-year period. So it's a long way of saying that we have an excellent wastewater staff who go above and beyond and are to the point where they're actually winning national awards for their work. So we want to just thank them and congratulate them. We were recognized at the 2022 Utility Leadership Conference in Seattle recently. And I want to congratulate the staff for all their hard work on this, and to thank Alan King and his team for their hard work all year round. Finally, just want to talk about tonight's meeting. So we will have a meeting tonight, August 4th, at 7 p.m. here in City Hall in the City Council chamber to have a discussion about the budget meeting, or the budget, to give members in the community another opportunity to weigh in. Again, city budgets are a reflection of not just services, but really a reflection of our values as a community. And it was brought up really by Councilmember Johnson, and then later supported by the council and of course myself, that we were able to have one of these meetings at nighttime so that folks can come in. And again, it's at 7 p.m. here, so folks can come in and voice their opinions about the budget and to really get some more information. So how this works is if you come tonight and you're interested in talking or first listening about the budget, it will be presented by staff. And if you're interested in talking about the budget, coming up and saying, hey, I think we should have more resources here, or we should do this or that with this issue, then now's the time to do that. Anyone can come and talk about the budget. So you'll have up to 5 minutes to come and just give your 2 cents. And also, of course, if you don't feel like talking during the open meeting about different things in the budget, then you can talk to us after the meeting as well. So we want as much public input as possible when it comes to this budget. It's a really good document at this point. It's really reflective of that public input that we've had throughout the last year. And the goal is to continue to gather that input so we can develop the budget and it will be an accurate reflection of the values of this community as we move into next year. So with that, I'll take questions.
So is it the main idea for this evening meeting so that you can accommodate people from all shifts, basically, so that they have a true opportunity to have the voice heard if they can't make it during the day?
That's exactly right. The goal here, so we have our meetings during 9 a.m. on Tuesdays, and a lot of folks will reach out to us, even though we're live online, and we all of us are responsive to emails, and also some of us do social media. We try to keep that two-way conversation with the public going as much as possible. However, that 9 a.m. meeting, we have had conversations with folks who said, hey, I go to work, I would love to attend and to give my opinion, but I can't because we also, our staff also works a normal shift hours, so they're here at that time, and we don't have a lot of evening meetings. So moving forward, what we tell people to do is first get in touch with your district advisory board. So your DAB meeting, each city council member has a DAB meeting in their own district, and I think it's every month. So folks can go express their opinions about anything going on with the city throughout that time, throughout the whole year. But in this particular time frame, this is the budget cycle. This is probably the most important thing that we do as a city, and in doing so, we want to go that extra step to accommodate folks who normally wouldn't be able to be here at like a 9 a.m. on a Tuesday and stay late tonight, so that if people would like to stop by and just see the presentation, get questions answered by staff, or just, as importantly, give us feedback about what they want to see, then they have the opportunity to do that. But again, if you can't, we are live on our social media accounts, particularly on Facebook, so people can still watch this live at home at 7 p.m. If you can't watch it from work at 9 a.m., so this is an opportunity to do that this evening.
And what's the timeline for the budget? When will the final, when is it the final,
The final adoption.
The final
adoption? Yeah, when is that scheduled to go before the board, and when are they scheduled to vote on?
Yeah, really good question. We have Elizabeth here, so Elizabeth can actually tell exactly what that date is, because frankly, since we're requesting so much input, I know that date got shifted around a little bit. So.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Goldtree, GOLTRY. I work in the finance department. I'll be presenting the budget this evening. We actually have a total of 4 public hearings. So in addition to the one this evening, there'll be one on August 16th at the 9 a.m. City Council meeting, and then adoption of the budget is scheduled for August 23rd, also at the regular City Council meeting at 9 a.m.
And that's for the 23 fiscal year, and that starts January 1, is that correct?
You're correct, yes. Though we adopt the budget in August, we're on a calendar fiscal year. So this is for, the budget is for starting January 1, 2023. You're welcome.
Yeah, so one of the things that sometimes happens when it comes to these budgets and really the different types of stuff that gets that public interest is sometimes folks wait until the very last meeting before they come and they talk to us about what they want to see changed, and we want to give as much opportunity to get that feedback early on in the process, so we actually have time to make those changes if something's brought to our attention that should be adjusted. So this is one of those opportunities. Again, even if you don't want to participate here at the city, you can watch this live tonight on our YouTube page, and feel free to communicate with myself and the council just through email or through any other social media platform that we are on. All right. Any questions about anything else? You guys let me off easy. Thank you all.